which is already set 101.245. It hasn't even changed in this box. Imagine that. That's cool. I just looked at that. Not bad. Before you start your...
Oh yeah, that's
stream.
cool.
Let me see
Well,
what the number
it's
was.
started. Just no one's connected yet.
Oh.
I'll let you know when people have started jumping in.
Sure, because that's not going to sound fishy. Hey guys, there's somebody there. Be careful. Okay. Let me put my filter on.
I'm listening to Tino right now from Traders Reality, and he's bearish as hell right now. He thinks like 80. He thinks no lower than 83. No, the minimum that will dip though is like 92. Like we still got another 10K to dump.
Oh,
I don't know where he's coming with. I don't know what he's thinking, but that's his thoughts. He's bearish.
All right, the stream is live. We got any? Oh, we got one person with one like. Oh, and they disconnected.
Hello, person. Oh, goodbye.
Disconnected.
Don't come back.
They're back again. They're back.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Anonymous.
Hey, crypto. Hey, crypto community. One like, one viewer. One viewer, 2 likes. So it's a new person. Okay. Hey, mate. Society Customs New Zealand. 1214. What's up?
Oh, we dumping.
Crypto Storm 76. Greetings from Belfast. Good to see you back.
Big red.
Hey.
Me thinks red go down.
Oh shit.
Red goes down. Yeah.
Red go down.
So I was uncovering this last night. You probably, I don't know if you heard me.
Your red go down, but my green go up.
Did you want me to
let's
mute
be
him
professional here, expectors. Come on.
My green go up.
So we got a falling wedge on Bitcoin. Oh, let me chuck my screen up in Discord just in case you want to check it out too. Did that work? Did that show up? Oh yeah, it did. Cool. All right. He was saying like we were down on like the 5 minute, and Randall was saying, "Oh, is there a falling wedge? Like, are we going to do a bounce off the flipper?" I'm like, I can't really see a falling wedge on the low time frame. And I said, let me zoom out. I'll jump out, and then I think on the 4 hours, like, holy shit, there's a big one that we're in right now. If you take out the wick down from October 10, like that crazy wick, we had the bounce point plotted out before us, like because of that pivot there and this pivot here produced a line, and we used the line. Look, just over here, it hit my line. It hit everyone's line. I mean, that line is there. Just like there's a line.
We've been told to get that wick off the chart.
Yeah.
And just look left.
Yeah, that's kind of what I just excluded that wick. I just ignored it. But there's also a line that like exists like this, which got defied, or like that. Yeah, both of those are not a thing. But then yeah, there's like that too, like where that links up here, and that's deeper. But anyway, this is the one that seems to be working at the moment. That's the one that's been validated by price action. But yeah, these are the little checkpoints for me to flip bullish. I still think Bitcoin can very much travel to the top of this wedge and maybe hit here, get a rejection, come down, and then perhaps it gets a bounce here again, and maybe by late November it does a breakout, rechecks the top, and then bounces off the flipper, so to speak, and then that's like our last rally, like into the moon. But it that's the whole breakout and recheck that could happen right now, like in the next couple of days. It really could. But you need the evidence there. Like it has to happen before you can become bullish. You can't just hope for it and say that it's going to happen. I think, in my opinion, it has to prove itself, like to do something like that. Because right now we're still down here. We're still grossly at like a lower, underneath all of these swings, like all these pivots. Oh, look at that! I didn't even really like. I don't know if this classifies as a head and shoulders. Probably not so much, because it's only like a small like area that it's coming up from to begin with. But yeah, that's my sort of Bitcoin overview. Just that falling wedge idea at the moment.
So your green go down.
No, I mean, and another
Your
thing
green
is
go up. My green
100
go down. No, you don't know. My green go up. Your red go down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn you right down. There we go. That fixes that. So 100k sand in the line right there, and for like, okay, another thing was like, okay, if you lose 100k convincingly, like we kind of almost did, we were teasing to do that yesterday. But if that was to happen, then damn, I'm just becoming more and more bearish about this. But the fact that we're like holding it for now is like, oh, there might be a chance that we can escape and come up. I'm gonna throw up a poll in the YouTubes and see if what everyone reckons. 1 second. Does anyone else have
I
like
can't hear you anymore
You can't hear me?
because he can hear you, but
Oh.
you turned him down, and now he's talking like a normal
while
person.
I'm talking. Oh,
So-
okay. So you can't hear
Yeah.
me. Okay. Yeah.
I hear you.
Oh, thanks.
You guys are something else.
We are. I turned you back up, Expectus. Yeah, let me throw a poll up in the YouTubes. Does anyone else have like a screen share TA that they want to do? Because I'm all for it. I want to see it. I'm gonna ask the YouTube. Is the top in for Bitcoin? Yes or no?
Are you live, Rick?
Yeah.
Yes.
For the last like 5 minutes. Yeah. That's okay.
Aren't you happy you sounded like the way you did on live
Yeah.
YouTube?
Green
Yeah,
candle
totally.
up.
Green candle. The whole.
Cast your votes. There's only 6 people, and half of them are probably us. So it's no big deal.
Oh yeah.
Good to see you, Rick, looking like a point of decision here for sure. Hell yeah, it is. 100k is such a big line in the sand. You know, if it gets underneath it, it's getting bearish, I think, in my opinion. And if it bounces like hard and heavy, then hell yeah, we've still got like a month and a half left of Q4, you know, which is historically a really exciting quarter for crypto. I know Clive says that it's boring, but that's probably for the stock market or something. Clive, you there still? I don't know if you're still there.
He had a good day today. He recouped his entire account, he said.
Oh, beautiful. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I
don't think you're going to hear any complaints from Clive today.
Good.
When it comes to the market, at least.
I'm gonna open up the Bitcoin index chart because there's some lines
like
that I wanted to like put on the record.
Red go down.
Yeah, these things. You'll like this, Expectus, because this is up your alley anyway. This is like the halving cycle, like the timing, the schedule. So there's the first halving, there's the second, so on and so forth. All-time highs of each cycle, and then the bear market lows that followed. And look at the gap. Like the spacing is so uniform on Bitcoin. Now, anything that happened pre-halving, like before the first halving, that's kind of like that's Bitcoin coming online for the first time in my opinion. So there's no real like market rhythm yet. It was just getting mined, And there was the first take profit event, and then it continued to get mined. The halving came in, there was Mount Gox went live, and it started to get the dynamics of a market because of buyers and sellers. So the more you move away from the market dynamic, the less you'll see a cycle, I think. You know what I mean? Like buyers and sellers. So yeah, maybe the pattern actually gets more pronounced as time goes on. Like it becomes more all-time high, bear market low, like way more precise, and I'm not sure though. That's just a theory. I don't know if it's worth me like measuring the distances between all-time highs, because it's scarily, like, I'll show you what. I'll just do one. I'll do one that is very scary, like of how like close it seems to be. And it's on the daily chart, and it's between the 2017 all-time high and the 2021 all-time high. Just going to zoom right into it. So this apparently was the day that the all-time high of 2017 came in, the 17th of December. And then if we take that to the all-time high of 2021, which was November, $69,000 all-time high, it was the something of November. It was the 10th of November, right there. And notice how that says 1,424 days. And then if I just duplicate that and pin it to the current all-time high, like this, just making sure it's like landing on the right day here. Yeah, seems to be right. Yep. It's definitely on that 10th of November candle. And then it's like, okay, well, have we struck that day? Look at where the current all-time high, it's like pending, right? Because we don't know if it's in yet or not. But it's right there. Judging by the gap between the previous two bull markets, the top should be in, according to timing, like from a schedule point of view. That's all. So far, we've got 7 people that have voted. 86% say that no, the top is not in yet for Bitcoin this cycle.
Oh shit, that's scary.
So that's majority of people think, and that's a landslide majority. But that's 7 votes, man. Make sure
everybody re-vote and say the
vote,
top is in.
Yeah.
Please.
And then it's like, okay, well, if there's this harmony between all-time highs of like timing, is there a harmony between bear lows? I'm just going to do it rough. Like, I'm not going to get in right on the day or anything, but I'm just going to use a box. Like, so without changing the length of the box, does it fit between bear lows? Almost. Very close. We were looking at this yesterday, Trago. Yesterday morning, like this time. And it's kind of scary, man. It's very, very close. I don't even think the halvings, like the distance between halvings, is that close. Like, look up here. If I change this to like orange or something, so we can tell the difference. Halving. Yeah, look, the halving happened later on the third halving compared to the distance between the first and second halvings. And then the current halving that we had, which was the 4th, that's even longer again. Like it's actually getting longer to get to the halvings. So maybe this is what extends our bull market, the fact that the halvings are taking a longer time to come in by like almost a month. Speculation. Who knows, man?
Oh yeah.
But then there's people that measure like, okay, all-time high to bear market low, halving to all-time high, halving to bear market low. You know what I mean? And there's all these different numbers that people find. But yeah, low to low, high to high, halving to halving, they're all somewhat in the same ballpark. And that's all I was going to say. And that's why I'm concerned about the top being in, because judging by the last cycle, that suggests that it is in, and that the rest is going to be correction from here.
Now I'm in the camp that I think we get another all-time high, but maybe we don't. But
Right.
crypto, like total,
Yeah.
rips to
Yeah.
ATH because of alt season. And so Bitcoin kind of hovers in the 100K to 120K area, teasing a new all-time high while total takes off. And mostly due to like ETH and a couple other alts, like big alts,
Yeah, I think that's possible.
to kind of end the year.
Yeah. Because, I mean, traditionally for an alt season to happen, Bitcoin dominance needs to crash. And the only way that the dominance will come down is if ETH is killing it, like doing really well against Bitcoin. And that, that rotation of market cap comes in.
Have you looked at this? Can you overlay like total to this to see how that reacts?
Yeah. I can put that in. Total crypto. Let me put it on log. Yeah, so total seems to find its highs like about the same time as Bitcoin does.
Oh shit. I thought there was fucking hope.
Yeah. That's all right. I mean, that's a testament to how dominant Bitcoin is, regardless of where dominance is at. Like, it's still very much a huge part of what drives total.
You just buy under the purple and sell on top of the purple.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Purple means green go up. But then red go down. God, I love this market.
YouTube, we've been introduced someone in here who's, for the very first time, has Down syndrome. And he's charting with us. His name is Expectus.
There you go.
I have no Down syndrome.
13 people. All right. Does anyone else have like a screen they want to share so I can like have a break? Anyone have any ideas?
Shit.
Anyone can.
I mean, my only thing is I'm looking at the GLI, the Global Liquidity Index, and
okay.
It still looks like we have one more go at this whole all-time high before the end of the year. And while people are expecting 80K retest some of these vector candles that are below us, Bitcoin says, nope, we ain't doing it quite yet. Because the obvious move looks like we need to go down and clear some of those vector candles from like the 90, 80K area.
Yeah.
But looking at GLI, it looks like we do this move, we fake down, we sweep some lows, and then we shoot up. And then towards the end of the year, beginning of next year is when we start to slope back to the downside.
I'm all for it. I want to see something spectacular. Like, I would love to see that, something that's... kind of like how the COVID dip happened and killed the markets at the time. But I want to see it in the opposite direction. I want to see something positive happen where the market just ignites and everyone goes, "Oh my god, we have to reassess." Everyone quick. Something's changed. Like the Fed coming out and going straight into quantitative easing or something like that. The next CPI coming in like dramatically low, like close to 2% or something. That would definitely be a catalyst for like growth, optimistic sentiment, I think.
When is the next CPI?
Let's have a look. Well, it's been tricky because of the government shutdown to know when to expect what's happening. Well, the CPI, apparently the 13th of November. That's when it's slated to come in. What was the last reading? Oh, 3%. Bang on 3. Underneath the forecast of 3.1. So it's going in the wrong direction.
Month over?
That's year over year.
Okay.
Yeah. So the lowest or the best CPI number we've had, like in the last few years, is a 2.3%. So close to Jerome Powell's 2% target. Very close. And it's ever since then it's been rising. Like it's been climbing on back up, see? But that is, yeah, that's CPI. I think it's, I don't know if there's one in December. I'm going to have a look. Next month. So for the final month of the year, we can, yes, there is a CPI report that comes out, and there's also a funds rate the following day. There's an FOMC. I don't know that this month has one. The November month. Let's see, is there an FOMC meeting? No, there's not. It's kind of a quiet month. But where's last month? Let's the previous one. October, we had the, did we get the advanced GDP figure? I don't think we did. It never came out because of the government shutdown. They didn't report.
Oh, there's another reason why.
Yeah. They didn't share the GDP number. Did it come in late, like as in early this month?
I bet it came in bad.
Yeah, they're not sharing it. It's not talked about.
I bet it won't get talked about either. Bet the first thing they talk about when the government opens back up is, here's your 3i Atlas photos.
Yeah. And they're all photoshopped. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Yeah. How's the S&P doing as well? Okay, that's been on a downtrend too. Although today there was a bit of recovery on the table there. In pre-market, it came up. Most of the session was up, and then it had like it dumped just before going into post. Okay. That's a bit. Yeah, that's the session right there. So pre-market in orange, the active live trading session here, and then here we are in post-market, just going sideways kind of thing. I have to move this all-time high line.
What does the S&P do like the last quarter of the year? 1 year removed post-election.
Let's have a look.
Sell everything.
Let me just lock this in. Was that 2021 then? if what we're talking about. Are those the same? Yeah, they're the same. Okay, double top. Let's go to the daily for that. So the last time there was a US presidential election was it 2020? And then the following year was 2021, like the first year of Biden was 2021, right?
I believe so. Yep.
Yep.
Well, Biden was 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, because Trump was still the president during the first year of COVID, like during the COVID dip and everything, and yeah. So this is the Trump-Biden line where they changed. So left is Trump, right is Biden. And then Biden went up until like here.
Oh shit, dude. Biden was the top. That year was the top, right? So
yeah, well, when was it known that Trump would come back in? Like 5th of November? Like around here, roughly?
Well, you mean to tell me that the market was in a better place with Biden?
No, when the year Biden became president, we fucking went down. At the end of the year, we dumped.
Well, okay, so Biden came in, he got inaugurated in, January or whatever, and then, the stock market was marching on up. This is when quantitative easing was still happening as well. But then, of course, terminal CPI happened, as in like the inflation hit 9.1%. The Fed reacted with raising interest rates to like really high numbers, and then we had the bear market of 2022. So yeah, this whole up move is Biden. This down move, Biden. This whole march up here, Biden as well. So I honestly do not credit any of the stock market's performance because of the president. You know what I mean? I don't credit anything to do with like. Now, when you talk about Trump, though, the tariff crap, yeah, this dip definitely was brought about by something. He rocked the boat, right? He's been like that. But I mean, look at this. Look how like much we came up. We recovered the whole thing, the whole drop, and then doubled it basically. Doubled the drop point. Not quite doubled, but yeah, it's on the way.
Yeah, I'm looking at like every election. That year the president was inaugurated, the market rallied up until the very end of the year, and then some of them you did see a correction in January. Obviously, the one with Biden, you saw a huge correction. That's when.
Yeah, you're right, because he got inaugurated here. It went up, and then basically 31st, New Year's Day, it starts correcting.
Yeah.
And then like, around October, it bounces of 2022. And then it just, it was just a really nice long rally. There was some pull, there was this bit along the way, like this drawdown. It took like, I don't know, what's that, like a month or two to come down and find a low. But that was an SR flip right there. See that? You had resistances here, and a support came in over here. Bam.
Yeah, I'm trying to like look at, okay, so what would be the performance, the inauguration year of the president? And to me, that would determine if Bitcoin has a chance at even getting to make an all-time high, a new all-time high. Because if the S&P rallies again for another 5 to 10% before the end of the year, I would think Bitcoin would follow suit, or at least be on the tailcoats of that,
Yeah, definitely. I think also, you know how this is the COVID dip here, which stalled not just the US economy, but the global economy was there was a huge threat of it stalling out and stopping because everything grinded to a halt, right? All logistical stuff, just so many things happened. So the reaction of governments around the world was to artificially keep the game going by giving everyone credit, like every stimulus, right? Which is not real money, it was just printed out. And so that caused the giant inflation, which caused the Fed to react by increasing interest rates, and then that's what caused this. So, yeah, all of the damage, or all of the devaluing of our currencies caused a correction, like we had to pay for it with a bear market, basically. So it's like, what kind of bear market, like what kind of situation gets cooked up to throw us down into like a 12-month correction like that? We kind of had one already. We had like this tariff situation. That was pretty deep. That was a pretty big pullback right there. So maybe the stock market has done enough of a what would you call that? Like a culling of the fat, trimming of the fat, so to speak, to afford it to go up for this amount of time. Like right there. Like if I duplicate that, and then this is not to suggest price, just timing. But dude, the stock market could go for another 7 months, maybe.
Like yeah, I mean, look at if you just overlay, like go on the 1 month for the S&P and just put in U.S. presidential elections.
Is there an indicator for that?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's called U.S. presidential
US
elections.
President? Okay. I'll do that. I'll get rid of all these squiggles. And I'll check it out.
For some reason, it doesn't show the inauguration. I want to see the inauguration, not the election.
Yeah, I guess because the election result, that's when things move. Like that's when, because it's like that's the moment the world knows who's coming in as the new president. Names and dates. This one. Kevin Svensson. Hey, it's a crypto dude. Let's try it.
It's one of those. It just says U.S. presidential elections.
Okay, so that's the inauguration date.
The blue, yeah.
The blue, and then the election result is the yellow. He doesn't have a Trump tab like this over here. He hasn't put it in.
Yeah, but Trump is the only one, dude.
Yeah.
Like, look at the Trump.
Nor has he put in, oh no, Barack Obama's over here.
Okay, Barack's first, his inauguration, his first was almost a, what do you call it, a tariff style dump. In 2008, I mean, when he was inaugurated in 2009, the markets fucking dumped as soon as he became president.
Yeah.
And then rallied in like March.
I gotta say though, like, even before we knew Barack Obama was coming in, the SPY was already in a nasty downtrend. Like, you know, the tail end of George Bush's term, you know? He was already...
Was a swing fell.
We were already, like, downtrending. Yeah.
Yeah, what a swing fell that was, huh? Just a lower low just to rip right after.
Dude, look at... Okay, the Bill Clinton, the 90s. Look at the stock market during the 90s, man. Look at that shit. It's so easy. Just goes up.
Yeah.
Really dramatic up.
Yeah, Bush Sr. was choppy as fuck, but yeah, Clinton.
Yeah.
Wait. Bush Sr. was what, 88?
Yeah,
or 89
I'm
to
sure.
92.
Was this the first time Clinton got in, 96 election, and then started serving in 97 onward?
No, I think it was 94, right? Am I tripping?
Maybe. It just,
because he served 2 terms.
Yeah. This doesn't have the previous elections like data on the table here. Because yeah, that's 4 years between where it's got Bill and George. That's a 4-year. So this is his second term then, Bill Clinton's, as president.
Yeah, dude. Stocks were cooking by like 94.
What year was Monica Lewinsky? Was that his last year or second last year? 99.
That was a second term for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like 98, 97.
98. Yeah. The Lewinsky correction. I've got no idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google that right
now. Bush Jr. He came in, and then obviously the attacks fucked up everything.
Yeah, dude, you were right. 1998. Monica Lewinsky scandal erupted in 1998 when news of her affair with President Bill Clinton became public. Yeah.
I had her poster on my wall. No, I'm kidding. That'd be fucking weird. She wasn't even that hot.
I don't know if that correction is, or if it's just a correlation. Like it's not a causation, but a correlation. Because
so statistically, if you ask Google what happened in elections leading up to the last 6 months of a president, it's almost no impact at all. They went over the last 20 elections. It was statistically insignificant.
Right.
Now there are ups and there are downs, day by day, etc. But the overall trend among the last 20 elections, almost no statistical anomalies per se.
Right.
You can point little dips like, oh well, this week it fell. Well, yeah, but look the 6 months before. There will be rises on election days, and if your candidate loses or wins, etc., there will be small micro, but overall the stock market just keeps going up.
Yeah,
that's happened in the last 20 elections.
That's
a pretty large database.
Is there a single day? Is there a single date that is credited as the start of the global financial crisis of 2008? Is there a date, or is it?
Everyone will point to something.
It's all just a correction, isn't it? The whole thing. It just refers to the whole bear market.
There's 11 sectors, and then there's the gold funds. There's the bond market. I mean, you're talking $4 quadrillion. We're not even in the same ballpark when you're talking crypto or even the stock market. That's not really a big. You could throw out a whole sector. You could throw out all of tech, and the influence would be dramatic for a little bit, but you get over it. But you could take every tech company off the planet, and the economy would still grow.
Yeah.
Okay. When was that 08 recession? Was that in August of 08? Because I mean, that's when you saw the biggest.
I think so. I think it was in France. They opened up those mortgages, and then it spread.
I can't attribute any particular day because the whole thing's like just one massive downturn. Like look at it. Look how many days.
Well, look how depressed everyone was yesterday. I mean, they were freaking losing their shirts.
Matches.
Right. And they're like, yeah, next day, well, we're back.
This section Clive?
I lost no sleep last night. I mean, I lost more money in one day than I had the last 3 years. And yet today, I'm right back to where I was.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm within $6,000 of where I was yesterday.
Hell yeah.
And I lost easily high 5 digits.
Yeah.
So
this seems to be the most brutal part of the GFC right here. Like it's gapping down like there. And yeah, there's a lot of carnage in that box right there. That seems to be the most dramatic part of it. So that's September, October of 2008.
That's the start of the fourth quarter when the third quarter is the most strongest, and then you lead into the fourth quarter.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about Michael Burry shorting Nvidia and other stocks?
That big short, those two big shorts were the reason the market went down so much.
But
I had a lot of Nvidia.
Are you referring to his
those two guys?
One?
Yeah.
His most recent.
The big short.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the news, right? So people are getting scared and closing positions.
What was it, $1 billion on each by both of them?
Something like that. Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I sold all of mine in video. And I could have bought it all. Today I decided not to. It really wasn't a big difference. It was like $3 a share on a $200 stock.
We're just shooting the shit on YouTube, Sammy.
Yeah.
Oh, and Clive. We're just.
We're just streaming. Nice.
Yeah. I was waiting for someone else to put their hand up, like to give like a screen share, an analysis, so we can check out what they think.
On what? There's so many. I'm a socialist now.
Just Bitcoin. On Bitcoin. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So be social, Sammy. Share your thoughts.
No, New York.
Yeah.
We all got robbed. Whatever.
You got robbed?
The changes for the. Yeah, I hope the change will be better. Democrats took over. Well, it's not even.
Yeah, didn't you guys get like a 34-year-old mayor? Is like
Madame,
a 34-year-old guy is now.
Yeah, what policies don't you like, Sammy? What policies are you not happy with?
The brown policy.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just hoping that he'll change. Well, the friggin' rents and housing is through the roof.
I think some of his policies are addressing
food
those,
prices. Yeah. Well, I hope he can do them, and Trump don't fight him too hard. He said he'll work with them, kinda. You know, he does. He always has to throw that in. But
you talking about the New York mayor?
Yeah.
He called him a communist and wanted to kill him.
Wanted to kill him?
There's people that are calling him all kind of names, but
right.
I mean, hey,
and then
Cuomo won, so
Cuomo backed off on Trump. He said, "I'm not with Trump."
Well, they all have to say that.
I know.
But they also have to work with him. They have to work together. I mean,
Trump supported him, and the next day he was like, "These polls don't look too damn good."
And then here in Jersey, we have a female, which I'm hoping will be better. I don't know how she's going to do it.
Oh, the Democrats swept the nation. Yeah, they pretty much took it over. I think the people have spoken.
Well, Trump
I saw in Mississippi too, like a deep red area flipped.
It doesn't matter to me, as long as it's for the better. I mean, we haven't had any real. I mean, there's so much crime everywhere. I mean,
well, don't you remember where everyone was moving out of New York City, going to Florida?
Well, they did that during COVID too. I mean, that's when I sold my house. You know, I missed if I held it for another month, I would have probably got 50 grand more. But you know, it is what it is. People were flocking out of there because of the death toll that was taken over there. It was terrible. And now I don't know, people are saying, oh, it's going to be a mess, but you don't know. You know, give the guy a chance. I mean, shit.
Sammy, are you in New York City?
No, I'm just outside of it. I'm like maybe 3/4 of an hour.
Oh, I thought you were in New Jersey for some reason.
I am. I just said I'm an hour out of New York into New Jersey.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do with New York. He's a New Jersey boy.
But
you can day trip there, right?
That work in New York. Yeah, a lot of people that work there have to. That's another thing that's a mess. Maybe he'll figure that out between him and Mikey Sherrill. But then again, what's her name is still in there. She's terrible. The tolls, you know, she raised the tolls like crazy. This other woman, but I don't know. Anything's better if they can make it better. Hey, I'll take free stuff if they want to give us free stuff. Okay.
Well,
so anyhow, Bitcoin. You were talking about Bitcoin. What?
Yeah,
I mean it's just doing the same thing.
Right. So, Sammy, I don't know if you're looking at my screen or not, but we were looking at the timings between all of the events in Bitcoin's history. We've got the halvings, first, second, third, and fourth. There's been 4 halvings now. And since that first halving, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, like potentially, if the current high is the all-time high, 4 all-time highs, and then at least 3 bear market lows to sort of measure distance between. And see, look at the uniformity there. Like, see how there is like decent spacing. There is some kind of schedule. So just extrapolate, extending it out, extrapolating it or whatever. That puts the bear market somewhere in November of next year from now. If the top is in, and if we're following this rhythm, the same rhythm. Can it get broken? Yeah, we've only got this much data to go off. Like, that's not a lot. It's definitely nowhere near as much data as the stock market has. But Bitcoin is not the stock market. Bitcoin is something else. It's an algorithm. It's a mathematical.
Well, if you just look at that, whole trend though, from left, Rick, from left to right, look at that whole line, the trend. It's like it's finding itself. It's like being born. It blew up. Went
I definitely see it
in the beginning.
I definitely see it plateauing.
It's trying to,
like it's like leveling out like an airplane. Yeah. Trajectory seems to be like flattening over time.
It's still early, expanding. Right? That's what you always hear. It's still new, or early, even though.
Yeah, people will always say
how many. It started in 2012 or before that, right? 2000 something. I don't know. So it. God damn.
Yeah. What I definitely don't think is that it does this. Like, some people, I've definitely seen charts of people suggesting that it goes back to, below $20 or something. I don't think that's happening.
I don't.
Yeah, like a big dive over time. That'd be an extreme failure of Bitcoin. Yeah, no, I definitely see something more like this, like where it plateaus out and just, it's like a big claw,
Well, if it was a rug pull, it would have been pulled long ago. So what happened was,
right,
you just had to give the big decision makers to believe in it, and then put money in and see where it goes.
Yeah,
that's what's really happened. Otherwise, it would have failed probably on that first parabolic run up.
Yeah,
it would have did a full, go all the way back down, like you're saying, $50 or whatever. But
by the way,
do you think the top is in, Sammy, for this cycle?
What's that?
Do you think the top is in?
I think the topping is a process.
I don't think it is. I think it, like what it's doing now, it's just kind of like Rick said, plateauing out.
Yeah.
There's got to be something else to kick it in to bring it up higher for next year.
Can I don't know
what that would be.
Yeah. Can I highlight the sentiment of this all-time high when we hit 69? People didn't want to believe that the top could be in. Remember that? People were like, nah, man, just give it. Oh yeah, this is just a pullback. It's your classic complacency, like, oh, this is just the last dip before we get another rally. So I'm just cautious of falling into that habit of being complacent and just saying, oh, we just need to dip, we just need to cool off before the next rally. Just be careful having that opinion, because
it's a very 4D chess.
Yeah,
when you're playing, it's because like you have to think, is that the sentiment? Like, what's the overall sentiment that people are feeling? That crap, this could be just like what happened last cycle. We had a massive liquidation event. Bitcoin went from like 52K to 40K, liquidated a bunch of people in one like 12-hour candle, and then we continued down. I think Static saw it. He got spooked by that liquidation event just recently, and he sold it.
Yep.
Look at Rick. See if you can pull up when it retraced to 15,000, where it was 45.
I'll do it.
Look that up.
I just
then say
Just to touch on Static's reasoning before we do that is just that I feel like his is two parts. His is the cycle, like the scheduling of when tops are supposed to come in, according to the halving cycle. So that's reason one. The second reason is yes, that really nasty candle was enough to spook him out and say, okay, I'm cutting it. I'm not gambling with all of the energy that I've put in to waiting like 3 years. Because he accumulated when you're supposed to, right? And he was just holding on to it the whole time. According to him,
he crushed it,
right? Yeah, so that's good. That is a win. Even if, and to his point, he said, even if it does go to 150, like later on, he still won. He still succeeded the bull market, right? He still bought when it was low and sold when it was, up toward the end of the cycle, right?
Do you know if he sold? Did he? He's on spot, I believe.
He's
right?
completely out. So he's completely out of all crypto.
No, but I mean, if he was on spot, even like I used to be, I wonder if he swung traded. Like if you made like $4,000 on
I don't
Bitcoin
think so.
itself, he didn't mess with it. He didn't sell and rebuy it when it lower.
He accumulated in the bear and sold it up here recently. That's as far as I know as what he did.
Hey, Rick, when you look at transactions on the blockchain, right? You go to like, Etherscan or whatever.
Etherscan.
Does it record IP addresses?
I have no idea. But a VPN will fix that. A VPN. NordVPN, guys.
So Trey,
do you know the answer to that?
No, I don't, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
So Trago, if you're thinking like you asked me about the top, it would have been 125, 127 we hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's why I wanted to go back, Rick, and look at that move from 45 to 15.
Yep,
and
let's
see if we're doing that trajectory. How fast that happens. It pretty much.
You said 45,
and if we're not doing
why
that,
45? Why 45?
Well,
though?
Yeah, just look when it went down to 15K.
15.6.
We went through.
Or 15.470.
Yeah, we went through 30 and 4. I thought it was like in the 40. Maybe was it any higher than 40 area? I don't think so, right? Before it dropped.
We have to get a bearing on where things happened. So this was Russia invading Ukraine. All of this volatility was Russia going into Ukraine for when it was big on the news, they're doing a special military operation, which was basically an invasion of Ukraine. And then we had this here was the Terra Luna. So I'll just put LUNA. And then this was Celsius. I think they spelt it like this, Celsius.
Yeah, we had
this crash here was Celsius. And then within here, somewhere within here, like June or July, August, was 3 Arrows Capital, but I won't write that out. And then, of course, this drop here was FTX. So what were you asking? You were asking about
where's the price
distance?
At the top? Yeah, no, the price right there. What was the price of Bitcoin there?
At the peak here, like 48,000.
Yeah. All right, 48? And then we dropped. The next level down was what? Right near Luna.
Right after the Luna crash, dude, it lost almost 50% of its value.
And it went to where
during that whole downturn there. See. And look, that only took a month to get from up there all the way down to here.
Yeah,
that was
that's what I'm saying. It was quick because of the involvement of those exchanges. So that's what I'm saying. There's nothing right now that is trying to, move the price like that. It could be something with Russia, and we'll do a freaking dive bomb, and then go down to 70. I mean, 98 was my main look at this move that we just had, and we kind of bounced from there. But I don't know if it's going to hold, yet. So the reason that fell apart was mainly because of the exchanges breaking down.
Yeah,
so, like I said, so I'm trying to relate that to any reason why Bitcoin should do like I mean, it always can do Jesus a 60% even right over time, but
it can.
I don't know if it's ready to. It goes back to the question of is it this time now or no?
I mean, if you're a range trader, this is where you're buying, right? You're buying at the bottom of a range, and 100 to 120 is kind of the range Bitcoin has been in for almost 6 months now. So, I mean, to me, that's how I would play it versus, because I mean, every cycle it's got different patterns. Like Rick, I mean, I see what you're looking at, but every pattern is different. Every cycle has a different story to tell.
It does. Like, yep. Like these events are unique to this cycle because look, Elon Musk was the biggest like poster boy for crypto at the time on this run up here. Like he was the champion of Bitcoin at that time and Dogecoin over here. But then he came out and said,
had a case going in.
Yeah,
XRP had a case going against it. Bitcoin didn't have an approved ETF. Neither did ETH. Now Solana. Now you're looking at maybe Doge and XRP and all these other potential ETFs. I mean, it's just a different animal right now. So I can't put a ghost fractal or another fractal and overlay and be like, man, this is exactly what we're gonna do again. Because I think you're kind of you're gambling with previous storylines to try to predict the current storyline. Not necessarily gambling, but you're trying to overlay previous storylines with a current unknown.
I mean,
storyline.
I knew that as soon as the ETFs got involved, I knew there was going to be manipulation because the bigger money comes in, just like hedge funds on stocks, and they push shit around and that kind of thing. But it always comes back to the mean, though. I tell you, no matter what. If it's a good, let's put it this way: if it's a good stock company and a good crypto, if Bitcoin is true to itself, it will always come back to the mean. It's not going to dissolve like some of the penny things that I even still hold. I made money on them, but I didn't sell all of it. I held on some, and they're worthless until something else happens. And Schwab is even selling them off because they've been on there and not trading for 2 years, 3 years. They're like, all right, we're taking it off.
Dude, as soon as Trump got inaugurated earlier this year, it was like 3 months basically of just downside. We just downtrended the whole time. Like that was
he's like,
the moment, the day.
I'm glad to be a president. Tariffs.
We're gonna kill the country first, then we're gonna rebuild it. Yeah.
Well, he's using that tariff. What he said he's doing that White House over with the ballroom on his own money, but I don't know. I mean, he's got enough, I guess. But
we've been through a lot, man. We've been through a lot of events. Even just like this year and last year, there's been a lot of things that happened.
Well, hopefully it'll open up this government this Sunday. Yeah. That's what I heard by Sunday. Right. But now that the elections are over here, I think they were using that as an excuse to hold everyone hostage too. That's what I mean. They play games with us, the middle class. If you're not super poor or super rich, we're the ones that are carrying everybody on our backs, guys. I was explaining that to a woman that does, she goes to companies and gives her analogy of how to run business and all, she's a friend of this guy I'm dealing with here. And she's just like, everything that you're going through with him is what I try to tell my clients to avoid. It's like someone gets lost in their life and you try to help them and they don't take the light, they don't take the help. They just drag you down. So, you can't be that way. Even though if you have a big heart, you're going to get screwed in the end at some point. But anyhow, I digress. That's what I was doing today, running around trying to solve problems.
I think if this rectangle's anything to go by as far as like a range, yes, we're in the range, and yes, we have reacted to the bottom of this rectangle. Look at it. There is a reaction unfolding as we speak.
Yeah.
Now, the next question, so that's one thing. The next question is that enough of a reaction to get us to go visit the premium end of the zone again? Like come up to the top of the rectangle, or do we get a really nasty lower high like that and then lose the box and then come down, you know? Because that's a threat too. That there's a threat of that happening.
Yeah, I see that playing out too. I mean, that's you're building up more, even like this move up. If let's say we continue to like 110, even 115 again, now you've built up a whole new pool of liquidity right under 100K.
Yeah,
I would think between 100 and 95K. It's to me, it's all like with these perpetuals, it's almost predictable. They'll establish a floor, go through it, and then continue up, and vice versa. You know, they need that energy, and that energy is taking other people out.
Yes,
which is why I love that we're dominant perpetuals, because it adds a little bit more of we can't continue up for forever. At some point, these longs got to get taxed, or we can't keep going down forever because at some point these shorts got to get taxed. Like, and if it's 80% perpetual driven, at some point there's going to be an opposite violent reaction to take other people out. So that's the beauty with perpetuals, in my opinion, is you have those moments where you can be on that fucking pain train for the opposite side.
Yep. That's true.
Taking other people out.
Yeah. If you look in general, Trago, you'll see that we what I've been charting there with everything, we bounced off of that bottom line, which I was hoping we would, because if you fell through there, you would go to the bottom of that channel, the green channel. But look where the volume profile is right now. It's trying to get back into a higher trading area where there's more trading up there. That's a 4-hour, but so it's going to have a hard time. It might get to the top of that yellow volume profile and then hit the blue, that triangle Rick's talking about. That's the bottom. To get through there, you're going to need a big push, So it broke down those wicks. Like if you see those circles I drew, they were like a climbing, kind of like it shows that the strength was, the buy was there. In other words, they were buying it up at those crazy wicks. And then that other one had to come down on the blue line and bounce.
I'm going to replicate this.
But there wasn't enough. Yeah, there was not enough to push it. So it broke down. And now it's trying to regain, like you said, Trago, regain some momentum on the upside. But it's going to, even if we go up to 107 and then 107.5 again, what are we at now? 103. Yeah, if we go up to 105 again, the breakthrough that's going to be, unless it really something happens, we blow through it. But I don't know. The way this has been going, it's just fighting again, support and resistance.
Your line somewhat goes like this. Now, the reason the index looks different to your chart is because this is just the index, the spot index of Bitcoin, whereas yours is like a futures exchange on KCEX.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your wick is a lot more dramatic.
Well, that
to the downside.
That might be. Is that Coinbase? That I don't know what Bitcoin is on.
So that's a good little exercise. That wick down on October 10 on the index, the Bitcoin US dollar index, that got down to 105,617. But on, let's see, on Binance Global spot, it got down to 102. So the index is saying not that deep. It's saying 105.6. But when you start looking at perpetual charts, like, let's see, BTC, USDT perpetual. Let me go. I think it's .p is what you can put in. Let's check out the Binance perpetual. Yeah, that got down as low as 101.5. So, yeah, the leverage charts are a lot more dramatic than the spot charts. There's way more unwinding.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
KCX is always arbitrage, like sometimes $200 from Coinbase on spot. It's crazy. I was telling Ocean that, and he's like, "Well, yeah, you probably could do it. Move it over, because you can move it within what Bitcoin moves." Has anybody transferred Bitcoin from one exchange? I don't know what the time frame is on that, but it must be less than 15 minutes, maybe. I don't know. But you can, arbitrage it, send it
ACEX.
one exchange to the other.
Yeah, but that takes a lot of time. I don't know, man. It's probably not worth it. It's a bit of a risk as well.
Yeah.
Because you have to wait for it to go through and all that. So this is the chart
Well, that's
you
what
were
I'm
using.
saying. If it was XRP, it'd be quicker, but XRP doesn't. I mean, Bitcoin's the one that has more of the volume all the time. So,
now, I mean, we all used to look to the Binance USDT spot chart because that was the highest volume chart. But now it's most likely a some kind of perpetual chart that gets the most action, the most participation and volume, But is that a fair representation? You know what I mean? At least with the index, this index is everything. This is just the average between all situations for Bitcoin, which is why it's like, I don't know, it's just like a nice happy medium. It's just an average,
So I see Luke was in general. Was he in voice today?
Oh, in Bees? Yeah, he messaged out.
No, over here.
Oh, here too? Okay.
I thought he was here.
Lucrative? Maybe.
When I came in on. Yeah,
I think you might be mistaken. I don't know. Did he message in here?
I thought I saw his name.
Yeah, you were probably in Bee's Discord. But I'll look it up. Let me have a look, because you might be right.
They got 10 people.
Oh no! Yeah, no, you're right. This morning, 6:52 a.m. He said, "Not sure who's still on FemX, but I'm assuming there might be some in here." And he airdropped $10 worth.
I'm on there, but I don't trade on there anymore. I don't know why maybe he could send me some love because he's affiliate or something with me or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, just one Crispy might have talked to him.
Yeah. He's been busy.
The moon is, what was it? I came in, Crispy is saying the moon. I thought it was the other night.
Oh, the full moon? Yeah, it was a full moon last night in Australia, the 5th of November.
Yeah, let me see what he's talking about.
Anyway, I think pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about for the YouTubes. No one else wanted to do a TA, like a screen share. So that's all good. But I'll wrap it up.
Oh, you're streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming some YouTubes.
Oh, thank God I didn't open my mouth before.
I'm rusty, man. Yeah, no, it's all right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll try to do some more frequent streams. I know I always say that, and then I'm gone for like 4 months. Sorry about that. But anyway, catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks for showing up.
Bye.
Bye.